Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be taking a look at some new discoveries in the Where's Gavin mystery that might just solve the entire thing. So that's obviously one of the biggest reasons why I was excited for the PC version of the game to release, because I knew we were going to be able to dive into the files and find out everything that Rockstar has hidden. And the Gavin mystery is one that has captivated the community and also perplexed the community because so far no one has really been able to solve or find where our friend Gavin is. However, everything changes with the PC version of the game because what we can actually do is view every single character model that is found. And it's not like Rockstar can hide anything here. If it's in the game, we're going to find it, and we did. And what's interesting is there's a specific character model that you can spawn, CS_Gavin. And I saw this and I was like, okay, this is going to be cool. We're finally going to reveal who Gavin actually is. And that's his exact name in the files. It's not Gavin's friend. It's not Nigel. It's CS_Gavin. And this is what happens when you end up spawning him in. Now, when I did this for the first time, I was a little bit confused. I was like, this has to be a mistake on Rockstar's end because this, as we know, is not Gavin. This is Gavin's friend, Nigel. So I spawned him in a couple of times just to make sure that it wasn't a glitch, and I even went back in the files to confirm, and it does seem as if this is the only Gavin character in the game. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be surprised about this, but I think this actually solves the mystery. And I think that Gavin's friend is actually Gavin, and that this entire time, he's actually just been looking for himself, and I think that he has gone crazy. Now, to understand why this theory works the way it does, you need to obviously have met Gavin's friend. And right off the bat, you'll know that he's crazy just by meeting him for the first time.
Has anyone seen an Englishman called Gavin? I'm looking for my mate Gavin. Somebody help me! Gav? Gav? I've lost my friend. Somebody help me, please! Listen, have you seen... I'm looking for my friend, Gavin.
I don't know any Gavins, I'm afraid.
English bloke. Lovely fella. He went missing and now I'm all alone.
Good luck.
That's too bad. Gavin! Gav! Where are you? Where are you? This is really worrying me. Gavin! This is just too bad. Gav! Gavin! I mean, nobody's seen hide nor hair of him. Gavin!
Okay, so I'm sure you guys know this by now, but this individual we just talked to, Gavin's friend, his name is apparently Nigel, which we find out through a letter that you can actually get from hogtying him and looting him. However, I think that Nigel is Gavin. And you guys heard the cries that he was looking for there. He was looking for his friend. He said that nobody's seen hair nor hide of him. And if you actually take a look at the letter that he has, it says that it's a letter from a friend in Berkshire, England. It says, "Dear Nigel, I was so happy to hear from you. I cannot believe it, mate. My two friends, you and Gavin, boys I grew up with, now real rich and successful cowboys in America. That's incredible news. Well done, mate. Seriously, well done. I knew you and Gavin would find success over there. I mean, it stands to reason a pair of boys from little old Maidenhead, Berkshire, now successful over in America. I might come over and join you myself. Now that you two have done so well, both of you rich and living in big mansions with servants and all them cattle, I remember when the height of your ambition was pretending you were a Londoner and seeing if you fooled those Scotch boys we met by the barracks. Funny thing is, Gavin never mentioned any of this in his letter, but he always was a bit of a quiet one, and I reckon you wrote after he did. Either way, I am made up for the pair of you, made up. Cowboys, millionaires, we miss you. Especially your mom, since your dad passed on, but she told me she was so proud of you. Even Gavin's ma was happy. She said her usual piece about not thinking you had it in you, but she smiled and said she knew her boy would see sense or make sense or something eventually. Berkshire forever. Your pal Tom. P.S. I saw that bloke Brian Gold the other day in the market. He said some real odd things about you, which I said weren't true. Betty's laughing on the other side of his face now. Okay, so there's a lot of interesting things about this letter, and you might think to yourself, well, this letter just proves your theory wrong, because his friend Tom ended up writing this to Nigel, who this is the guy we think we're talking to right now. But if this guy is actually Gavin, who's to say that he wasn't just making these letters up? I mean, if someone was just searching nonstop for themselves, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that they would come up with a fake letter. And in the letter itself, it also has some weird inconsistencies about individuals seeing them, saying some real odd things, mentioning that Gavin's letter doesn't provide any of the lies that this guy has told, that they're rich cowboys in a big house with mansions and servants. So this entire thing is quite strange, but I still believe that this character you're looking at right here, who says his name is Nigel, is actually Gavin. And he's just been looking for himself the entire time because he's crazy. And again, the files in the game support this theory, because there's no file for Nigel's friend. There's no file for Tom, who we never see other mentioned in the letter. The only file is for CS_Gavin. And the other reason I believe this theory to be true is there are no other missions in Red Dead Redemption 2 that really close the door on this mystery. So it's almost like Rockstar want you to come up with your own conclusion, but now that we know the name in the file, I think it's easier to say that this truly is Gavin. Now, the only other time we hear from this guy is actually in the epilogue, which he's been searching for him for the last 8 years. Which again, I think this supports the theory that he is crazy and ultimately looking for himself, because he's literally wandering around in the desert 8 years later, still looking for Gavin, when it's probably him the entire time.
I've looked all over for him for bloody miles. Have you seen him? Has anyone seen him? Where is he? Gavin!
Partner?
I'm looking for my friend, Gavin. For Gavin.
Has he been gone long?
Yeah. Few years. Few bloody years. I can't remember what he looks like. I'm looking for him, but I don't know who he is.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I've wasted my life. Looking. I looked, but I never saw. I saw nothing. Gavin.
Good luck.
Gavin. Oh, I am so worried. Gav. 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 Where are you? Where are you?
So I want to say this solves the mystery, but I still don't 100% believe that just because his name is Gavin in the files, that this actually is him. And the reason I'm a little bit skeptical of that is if you take a look at some of the other names of characters in the files, they're not exactly as straightforward as their names appear in game. And by the way, if you're interested in taking a look at this list for yourself, you don't even have to have the game on PC. It'll just show you all the characters I'm talking about right now. I'll leave a link to that in the description. It's a pretty useful resource. Like, for example, you know the stranger Deborah McGinnis, the paleontologist looking for all of the dinosaur bones? Her name in the files is CS_Dino Bones Lady. So Rockstar didn't even go to the trouble to type out her own name. They just called her Dino Bones Lady. And same with the guy who gives you the cigarette cards. His name is CS_Sig Card Guy. So at least in the files, Rockstar have on occasion sort of used nicknames or maybe even shortened versions of the character's name as far as how they appear in the files versus what they appear like in game. So again, we can't say for sure that this is 100% Gavin, but I believe that this is him based off of everything we've seen in game and also given now what we can see in the PC version of the game. So if there are any more updates to this mystery regarding Gavin, I'll be sure to let you guys know, but I think this really does solve the mystery. I, of course, would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Do you believe that Nigel, Gavin's friend, the guy looking for Gavin, is Gavin himself, or do you think that he might actually still be out there and could be found one day? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.